Hey guys, Buffin Gaming back, bringing you another video for our weapon conversion series, and today we're covering the MP5K, or Kurz is a German word for short. So this is again basically a compact version of the MP5 called the MP5K, which was developed in 1976. So this is how we're going to build this. I'm going to go through, show you how to build it. We're going to test out the fire, see how it handles, the recoil patterns, and then see how it performs against bots in a private match. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Before we get started, also, I will be live streaming on Twitch tonight with the link below in the description, starting around 10:30 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, if you're watching this video right away, I should be on for a couple hours. If you want to check me out on Twitch, please follow the link below. All right, let's get into it. So first off, MP5K. This isn't quite the MP5K build. It's a little hard. We don't have the right barrel for this build or the stock that fits the MP5K correct, but currently, based on all the blueprints that we have in the game and the attachments for the MP5, this is as close as we're going to get. And I know a lot of people have been requesting the MP5K. So I'm going to go through, show you how to build this. First off, the barrel that we're going to select is the FFS mini barrel. So this is a short compact barrel, sacrifices accuracy and range for speed and agility, improves performance in close quarters encounters. So pros here are aimed on sight speed, movement speed, and your cons are the bullet velocity and recoil control. Second off, we're going to throw a tack laser on this just because it's CQB and this is going to be kind of a hipfire machine. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tack laser on, but this one's personal preference. The FFS mini barrel is going to be kind of what makes this weapon because you want that short barrel with this gun. That's really what the MP5K is. Again, it's not quite the right barrel, but this is as close as we're going to get with the available attachments that we have in the game currently. Optic, we're going to go ahead and do a holographic sight for this one. Again, this is personal preference. I just think this looks the best on the MP5K. And then for the stock, this is another important one. Typically, the MP5K doesn't have a stock, so we would want a no stock, but there's no option for that. And then if we were going with the MP5K PDW build, we could have a foldable stock, but we don't have that available also. So we're going to go ahead and select the FTAC collapsible. So this is basically the standard stock that you see here, but it's collapsed in. So it kind of gives us that no stock look that the MP5K has. And then we're going to go ahead and skip out on the perks, rear grip, and ammunition. And again, those are personal preferences. If you want to swap some of those out, go right ahead. But for the underbarrel, I think the Ranger foregrip most closely resembles the foregrip that comes with the MP5K. So you have the Merc foregrip, Ranger foregrip, and the Operator foregrip. And I think your two choices here would be the Merc and Ranger. But if you look at the MP5K, the Ranger foregrip most closely resembles the grip that comes built into the MP5K. So there we go. That is our final build right here. And again, with the barrel, we don't have the right barrel for this, but I think it's close enough. If you were to unselect the hollow sight and we had no sight on here, with the MP5K, the barrel itself ends right after the front iron sight there, which is essentially what this is doing. It just looks a little bit different. So if we go ahead and select the optic again, there is our MP5K. So it looks pretty nice. Basically the same build as what an MP5K would be if only we had a different barrel and no stock option. But I think we can go ahead and say this is almost a hybrid between the MP5K and the MP5K PDW. But it looks pretty slick, and this is going to be basically a hipfire close quarters machine. So here it is. So let's go ahead and check out the recoil patterns in game, and then we'll go ahead and jump in and see how it performs against bots.
Team deathmatch. Demon dogs came to play.
Alright, so now that we're in game, we're going to go ahead and check out the recoil patterns for this. So I'm going to go ahead and back up right on this car. We're a good medium range out. So we're going to go ahead and do full auto. And I'm not going to control the recoil on this at all this time. So let's just let it rip and see how it goes. Okay, so as you can see there, it's kind of going straight up. It kind of bounced up, right, upright, 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 upright. So you can see it's not going up and to the right fully. It's kind of going back and forth. So you're almost getting a straight vertical recoil. So you would really only need to compensate down and left just a slight little bit there. So let's go ahead and control the recoil this time and see how we do.
Low on ammo.
So there we go. That time you were able, if I'm controlling the recoil there, and again, this is going to be a more inaccurate build because of the barrel of that FFS Mini, the barrel that we have. And it's going to be more of a hipfire machine. So there we go. It's definitely, you're able to control it a lot better. And then if I were to hipfire here. So you can see the bullet spread on hipfire is actually pretty tight. So you have a good distance to hipfire with and be pretty accurate. And especially that's helped with the tack laser that we have on this. So I think that pretty much makes this a close quarters killing machine. And it looks, you can tell it looks sleek, right? It looks really nice. So now let's go ahead and we're going to do a little more fire test here. We'll do control the recoil, full auto. So there you go. That was nice and tight. You can see everything's pretty much right here, center mass, if we were shooting at a target. And then hipfire at a distance like this. Let's see. So yeah, that's pretty good. Shoot at this door. So you can see right there, almost all of my bullets hit the door, then slightly out to the right. So that's about max range you're going to be hipfiring anyways right here. So I think that's a good distance. So now we have the MP5K. We've seen the recoil patterns. We're going to go ahead and jump in here in a second and go against some bots. So really quick, we'll do a couple more hipfire tests and some aiming tests. Okay, so that was all hipfire. So let's see what that spread was like. So you see you have most of the shots are right around where I'm aiming. Some went to the left here. But other than that, this is a good hipfire build as well. And you can tell your mobility here is quick, as well as your ADS time. You can improve this too based on the grips you want, but you can tell my ADS time is pretty nice, right?
Low on ammo.
So a handle's really nice. Alright, let's see how it performs against the bots. Okay, so now we're in game. Let's go ahead and play against. We got some bots in here. We're going to see how this thing performs, how the damage is. And again, this is more of our run and gun build. So some quick stats are waiting for some encounters here on the MP5K.
Got control.
So we drop some of these guys, right? So the rate of fire on the MP5K is going to be 900 rounds per minute. So it's going to fire slightly faster than the standard MP5K build. Oh boy. There we go. So, oh boy. But you can see there I hip-fired everything there. Really good at hip-fire. This thing's an animal. But again, 900 rounds per minute, so it fires faster than the standard MP5K. The MP5K, or the MP5SD itself was 700 rounds per minute. And then the MP5A series, so the A1, A2, etc. Those fire at, where's this guy? Those fire at 800 rounds per minute. So this is the fastest firing MP5. Due to the compact size, it fires faster. And obviously the hip fire on this is better as well, especially with the loadouts that we have here. So again, this isn't quite the MP5K. If we had a different barrel and no stock option, I think we'd be better off. But there we go. At range, I didn't even need to adjust my recoil there. So the recoil on this is actually very, very little. Very easy to control, and it's a hipfire animal. So if you really wanted, you could put 10 millimeter rounds, which is essentially like a 40 caliber round on this, and you would deal even more damage at closer range. Probably with a little bit more recoil though. Jeez, yeah, this thing shreds. But I'm sure in the future we're going to actually get the right barrel to make this a real MP5K. I know there's a lot of blueprints out. For example, some that I'm going to be showing off in videos tomorrow, most likely, that make guns very unique, and you get attachments that you wouldn't have with guns otherwise. Get some more ammo here. Oh, I hear one. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, this thing is a hipfire machine. Love it. Definitely something I'll use in game. Jeez. This thing shreds. This is definitely my favorite SMG build that I've done. This is great. But yes, the MP5K, I'm sure there's going to be a blueprint to make it accurate, more accurate. And I'm sure we'll actually be able to get some SMG blueprints to make something like a UMP as well in the future. But for right now, this is the best MP5K build we're going to get. It's kind of, like I said, a hybrid between the MP5K and the MP5K PDW. And again, if you're not familiar, K is the word Kurz in German for short. So that makes it basically a short MP5K. So we got a rated fire on this, 900 rounds per minute.
Gotta reload.
Ouch. The effective range on this is 100 meters or 328 feet. So it's a pretty good build, right? I like this one a lot. So let me know what you guys think below. Is this good enough MP5K for you, or you want to see the actual right attachments in order to make it a real MP5K? Because I know this is honestly pretty close, but I was a little hesitant to make this video to begin with. I was going to make this the other day, but we didn't have the right options, so I was going to kind of hold off. But then I played with it a little bit more and looked at it and realized that it was actually a pretty good build, so it was worth showing off. So I definitely like this a lot. So let me know what you guys think below. Do you like this build? Would you rather see the actual attachment added to make this a legit MP5K? Whoop. And also let me know in the comments below what kind of builds you want to see going forward. Again, I have a whole list of builds that I'm making. The gun customization in this game is very, very good, and you can make a lot of different weapon builds in this game, which I love. So be sure to leave your suggestions down below, and I'm going to cover all of them in videos. And I have some good ones coming tomorrow that I'm really looking forward to with the AK series. So stay tuned for that. And again, I will be live on Twitch tonight, probably around 11 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. So if you're watching this video now, recently after a post, go ahead and check me out over there, and we'll have a good time, play some online multiplayer, and if you want, we can look at some builds as well. But yeah, this is my favorite SMG for sure. Alright guys, so thanks a lot for the support. Be sure, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It definitely helps out smaller channels like myself, and I have to say the support on this weapon conversion series has been great, and I really love the feedback and the positivity we're getting with the likes, the comments, as well as the weapon suggestions. So I think this is definitely a great series, and I love bringing you guys this content. So be sure to leave feedback down below, builds you want to see, different ideas, things you want me to use in game, and I'll be sure to cover that as well. But until next time, this is Buckner Gaming, signing off with the MP5K. So until next time, Buckner Gaming, out.